Jai Hind and welcome class 10th. Today we are going to discuss a few questions from exercise 3.2. This is question number 4. So question is, which of the following pairs of linear equations are consistent, inconsistent? If consistent, obtain the solution graphically. So we have to obtain the solution graphically if the pair of linear equations are consistent. Now let us remind that how we are going to tell that the given pair of linear equations are consistent. So there are two cases: if a1 upon a2 is not equals to b1 upon b2. This is also the case of consistent. Here lines will intersect each other and they will have only one common point, then we can say they are having one and only one solution. Okay, and the second one was a1 upon a2 equals to b1 upon b2 equals to c1 upon c2. This is the condition for infinitely many solutions, right? Infinitely many solutions, and whenever infinitely many solutions are there, lines are also consistent and they are coincident lines, 1 over 1, many common points. So these are coincident lines. Okay, so these two situations having consistent. And what about inconsistent? So inconsistent is a situation when a1 upon a2 is equals to b1 upon b2, b1 upon b2 not equals to c1 upon c2. It means lines are parallel, and when lines are parallel, there will be no common point, so this will have no solutions, right? So let us start. Let us take part 1, and the two equations of part 1 are x plus y equals to 5 and 2x plus 2y equals to 10. So I am going to write x plus y equals to 5 as x plus y minus 5 equals to 0, and you see 2x plus 2y equals to 10. So all are divisible by 2. First we will divide all both sides of the equation by 2 and then transpose 5 to left hand side. So this equation will be x plus y minus 5 equals to 0. You can see both the equations are same. So it means a1 by a2, b1 by b2 and c1 by c2 will be equal. Check. So a1 by a2 is what? 1. a1 is what? Coefficient of x in first equation, and a2 is what? Coefficient of x in equation 2. So that is a1 by a2 is 1 by 1. b1 by b2, b1 is coefficient of y in equation 1, and what is b2? b2 is what? Coefficient of y in equation 2. So that is also 1 by 1. c1 by c2, that is constant part in equation 1 minus 5, and c2 is what? Constant part in equation 2, that is also minus 5, that is also 1 by 1. So you can see a1 by a2 is equals to b1 by b2 equals to c1 by c2. So this is the situation, this is the condition for consistent, and this appears when lines are coincident. When lines are coincident, and when lines are coincident, it means they have many solutions, they have many common points, they have many solutions. Okay, now to find the solution, what we will do, see, for first equation, that was x plus y, for x plus y minus 5 equals to 0, or which we can write x plus y equals to 5. Let me put any value. Suppose x is 0, y will be 5. Suppose x is 5, y will be y will be 0, and suppose if x is 3, then y will be 2. And for equation 2, again same thing. I'm going to change value. Suppose x is 1, y will be 4, x is 2, y will be 3, and if x is 0, y will be 5, right? Now let us draw the graph for both the equations. Okay, so we'll plot the points on the Cartesian plane and then we will join the points. When we'll join the point, we'll have a graph of this. So you can see in the graph the lines are coinciding each other. So in this case, what will be the solution? The solution can be any number. You put x and you will get anything some value of y. So those will be the solution. Okay, because these are coincident lines. Okay, so you can have infinitely many common points. So we can say infinitely many solutions are there. Then let us take part 2. So in part 2, our equation is x minus y is equals to 8, right, which I can write x minus y minus 8 equals to 0, and the second equation is 3x minus 3y equals to 16, which I can write 3x minus 3y minus 16 equals to 0. So here a1 by a2 is 1 by 3, b1 by b2 is also 1 by 3, and c1 by c2 is 1 by 2. So clearly I can see a1 by a2 is equals to b1 by b2, that is not equals to c1 by c2. And this condition is for what? This condition is for parallel lines. It means lines will be parallel. If lines are parallel, there will be no common point. If no common point is there, it means they will have no solution. It means lines are inconsistent. So because the pair of linear equations represent inconsistent, so we cannot find the solution. Okay, let us move to part 3. So you see in part 3 we are having first equation 2x plus y minus 6 equals to 0, and the other one is 4x minus 2y minus 4 equals to 0, which we can write as 2x minus y minus 2 equals to 0, dividing by 2 on both sides, right? So here we can say a1 by a2 is 1 by 1, b1 by b2 is minus 1 by 1, and c1 by c2 is 3 by 1. Once you can see a1 by a2 is not equals to a1 by a2 is not equals to b1 by b2. This is b1 by b2. Sorry, here we can write a1 by a2 is not equals to b1 by b2. Here we'll write like this: a1 by a2 is not equals to b1 by b2. So this condition is for what? This condition is for intersecting lines, and when lines are intersecting, they will have a one common point. Okay, and then one common point means they will have unique solution, one and only one solution. So lines are consistent. Okay, so now because lines are consistent, we are going to find their solution graphically. So for that, when we find solution graphically, we have to find at least 3 solutions for each equation. We will find 3 solutions for each equation. Okay, so we will find 3 solutions for each equation. So let us take equation 1. That is 2x plus y, that is equals to 6, which we can write y equals to 6 minus 2x. Now we will put x here and we will find the value of y. Putting x 0, y is 6. Putting x 3, y is 0. Putting x 2, 2 to the 4, 6 minus 4 is 2. Same like this for equation number 2, we will find the solution. Be sure we have to find at least 3 solutions. Okay, no, 2 solutions will not work, right? Then after finding the solution, we will plot the points on the Cartesian plane, and then we will draw our graph. You can see our graph is here. Now you see both lines are intersecting here at 2, 2. So it means this is the common point. So this is the solution. It means x is 2 and y is equals to 2 is the solution. Okay. Then let me come to question number 5. So question number 5 is a statement question. It states that half the perimeter of a rectangle garden, whose length is 4 meter more than its width, is 36 meter. Find the dimensions of the garden. Okay, let us say length of the rectangular garden, that is x, and the breadth of the rectangular garden, that is y meters, right? So, and the perimeter is given 36 meters. He said half the perimeter. And what is the perimeter of the rectangle? Perimeter of the rectangle is 2 into L plus B. L is x, B is y. 2 into x, and half of it, half of the perimeter is equals to 36. That is equals to 36. 2 cancel here, so I can write x plus y, that is equals to 36. Question number 1. Then again he said that whose length means x is means equal to 4 more means plus 4 more than its width, and width is y. So x equals to y plus 4. Okay, so I can write as x minus y equals to 4. Right. Now we are having two equations. We can solve these two. Okay, so we are having our two equations. One is x plus y equals to 36 and one is x minus y equals to 4. Now we are going to solve this question by graphical method. Okay, so first of all we will find the three solutions for equation 1, that is x plus y equals to 36. So putting x 20, y is 16, putting x 12, y is 24, and putting x 24, y is 12. Okay, and same for equation 2, that is x minus y equals to 4. When we will put x equals to 8, y will be 4. When we will put x equals to 16, y will be 12. And when we will put x 20, then y is 16. And then we are going to plot these points on the Cartesian plane. Okay, so we'll put these coordinates on the Cartesian plane and we'll have our graph. Now how to find the solution? You see, both the graphs are intersecting at a point, that is 20, 16. So this is the solution. So it means x is 20 and y is 16. And what we have taken x, that is the length, and what we have taken y, that is the width or breadth. So we can say that the length of the rectangular plot, that is 20 meter, and the width is 16 meters. Okay, now let us take question number 6. In question number 6 we are having the linear equation 2x plus 3y minus 8 equals to 0. Write another equation in two variables such that the geometrical representation of the pair so formed is intersecting lines. Now see, intersecting lines are when we have a1 by a2 is not equals to b1 by b2. Okay, so see, so first equation is 2x plus 3y minus 8 equals to 0. Okay, let me write once again, that is 2x plus 3y minus 8 equals to 0. Now see, let me write one more equation which will give me a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2. Okay, so we can, there are so many equations. So suppose I am writing 6x, okay, minus 6x minus y, 6x minus y, okay, and then I'm writing plus 2 equals to 0. Now you compare here a1 by a2, that is 2 by 6, 1 by 3, and b1 by b2 is what, that is 3 by minus 1, that is minus 3 by 1. You see, a1 by a2 is not equals to b1 by b2. So this is the, you can write this equation also, or you can write, you see, we can see here he has given us x plus 2y equals to 3. So there are so many. Okay, you can choose yours, or you can find, or you can make equation with yourself. Then in the second part he has given parallel lines. Parallel lines are when a1 by a2 equals to b1 by b2 not equals to c1 by c2. Okay, right? So you can take an equation for this also, right? Okay, so as our equation is 2x plus 3y minus 8 equals to 0, so I want a1 by a2 equals to b1 by b2. Suppose I have written 4x plus 6y, and suppose I have written plus 2 equals to 0. Now you see a1 by a2 that is 2 by 4, 1 by 2, b1 by b2 that is 1 by 2, and you see c1 by c2 that is minus 4 by 1. So you can see a1 by a2 is equals to b1 by b2 not equals to c1 by c2. Like this you can make your example also, and same like this. Third one is coincident lines. So see, in coincident lines what you can do, our equation is what, 2x plus 3y minus 8 equals to 0. Suppose I am going to multiply by 5. 10x plus 10 3 is 30y minus 80 equals to 0. You see, you will have what, a1 by a2 is 1 by 5, b1 by b2 is, okay, sorry, let me write again. Okay, let me write it again. Okay. So in third part we have to write coincident lines. So first one is 2x plus 3y minus 8 equals to 0. So suppose I am going to multiply by 5. 5 2 is 10x plus 5 3 is 15y minus 5 8 is 40. So you see a1 by a2 is what, 2 5 is 10. b1 by b2 is what, 3 5 is 15. Okay, and c1 by c2 is what, that is minus cancelled, 8 5 1 by 5. So all are equal. When a1 by a2 is equals to b1 by b2 equals to c1 by c2, it means lines are coincident, right? You can frame your own equations also. Then let us take question number 7. So question 7 is, we are having two equations. We have to draw the graph and then determine the coordinates of the vertices of the triangle formed by these lines and the x-axis and shade the triangular region. So for first equation, that is x minus y plus 1 equals to 0, first of all we will find three solutions, right? You know how we have to find, right? And same like this we have to find three solutions for the equation number 2. Take x, put any value, you will find y, and again take x, you can take x and you will find value of y, or you can take y and then you can find value of x. Then after that we will draw the graph. As we have drawn the graph as it was written in the question, we have to determine the coordinates of the vertices of the triangle formed by these lines and x-axis. So the triangle formed by these lines, one line is this, the second line is this, and x-axis is this. So this is the triangle which is forming, and we need to find the coordinates. So this is 2 comma 3, this is minus 1 comma 0, this is 4 comma 0. Suppose it says that find the coordinates of the vertices of the triangle formed by these lines and y-axis. Then our this is y-axis, this is one line, this is the second line, and this is the triangle. Okay, sometime he asked for area also, so then we'll apply 1 by 2 base into height. Okay, right?